I ran a half marathon this year, and fun fact, I did not really enjoy running. For context, I enjoy doing sports when I grew up, but I did not really enjoy running, so I often struggled when I had to run a really long distance. But for some reason, I was curious to run for a long distance. And last year, I have run 5K and 10K. And after that, I realized how difficult it was. I barely finished 10K, and I could not really imagine myself double the distance to a half marathon, which is 21.1 kilometers. Since I finished 10K, I knew how hard it is, and therefore my goal was not really aiming to finish fast in half marathon. Instead, I set my goal to be able to finish a half marathon with minimum injury, and hopefully I don't hate running. With that goal in mind, I reached out to a friend who had finished a full marathon last year. So I brought so many questions to him, and he was really generous in sharing his experience. I'm really grateful. And from that conversation, I realized the most important thing that I can prepare as a beginner is actually a training plan. I made a mistake where I signed up for a race with remaining 10 weeks to practice, while the training plan itself actually needed me to train for 12 weeks. But I have signed up for the race, so I tried to prepare as best as I can. In my training, I found out that preparing for a half marathon is less about pushing yourself so hard and more of being consistent in our training. I found out that 80% of the training is actually easy run, where we run at a slow pace but being consistent in doing so. I listened a lot to my body and trying to show up in all the training schedules. I trained for 3 or 4 times a week, and I was ready for the race day. I booked an accommodation near the venue so I could prepare myself the day before. I had my dinner and I also went to bed early, making sure I had enough sleep. On the race day, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. I immediately drank a glass of water and ate bread with jam. Then I prepared my electrolytes and energy gels. I went to the venue and I arrived near the start time at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. I quickly did a dynamic warm-up, making sure I was prepared, and the race started.
Putih Hegran, let's go! Wow!
11K, 20 kilo, 20 kilo. Finish! Yay! Akhirnya beres half marathon. That's it. I finished the race below the cutoff time. I surprised myself with the result I got. After I finished my first half marathon this year, here are my 2 cents. I wish I had run a half marathon even earlier, let's say in my late 20s. The reason would be I learned so much from this experience. There's a saying, treat life as marathon, not sprint. Or maybe you've heard another version, which is treat your career like a marathon, not a sprint. I pushed myself to be consistent, to be patient, and also to enjoy the process. As I trust in the process, I got to improve my running fitness, and I even finished with a time and speed that was even faster than my 10K. So I was surprised. I want to say thank you to my friend who had generously sharing his experience to me. Also to Ben Parks, his YouTube channel has helped me a lot in preparing for the race. I'm also grateful for the new friends I made through running. I found a new hobby and I really enjoy the process. That's it for today. See you in the next video.